30 years.
So they just wanted to cover their butt, is what you're saying.
Oh, exactly, and that's what the 9/11 Commission was all about.
Exactly.
It's very, very easy to say that 9/11 happened because of an intelligence failure, because then it gives Congress, it gives the politicians in charge something to say to the American people, look, we didn't do this to you, they did. And now what we've seen happen, which is very potentially dangerous after the 9/11 Commission, is this. Think back to President Eisenhower. When he was leaving office, he warned us about the creep in the build of the military-industrial complex. What we have today with the structure that's been put in place, condoned by both parties, of a director of national intelligence reporting to the president, a politician. We have, of course, the director of the CIA. The DNI, the director of national intelligence, really has control over 22 agencies who do some sort of intelligence work, and can literally, the way the law is written, go out to any of those agencies and ask that something be done, and they will do it. And that's really changed the equation here, and it's built the intelligence component of this military-industrial, now intelligence complex, into a situation where we have politicians stepping in and out of government, in and out of the intelligence services, and I think putting us in great jeopardy if we have another period of time or another terrorist attack where they really close things down, transparency disappears completely, and we can really question what may happen. I don't want my future or my children's future tied to the judgments, and this goes back to what we've been talking about, the judgments and the common sense and the hopefully the honesty of people who really have a proven track record of pursuing political agendas and political solutions.
808-0810 if you want to join us with some questions. By the way, when we come back, I've got to ask you, obviously, about the appointment of Leon Panetta, which I shouldn't say it's an appointment. It hasn't been official, but apparently he is the choice of Barack Obama to head the CIA. We'll talk about that and more. The book is Homeland Insecurity, How Washington Politicians Have Made America Less Safe. How does this run with you? Does that make sense? Is the blame being put on the right people, as Terry and Kathy are doing? Homeland Insecurity, Ron Owens, KGO 808-0810. Our time, 10:22.
Hello?
Hi, room 417. This is your wake-up call.
It's 8 o'clock at night.
True, but based on how much you overpaid for this trip, you certainly need a wake-up call.
Okay.
Yeah, when you book your hotel and flight together on Expedia, people save on average $220.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. You could have saved hundreds on Expedia.
Really?
Tell you what, I like you, I feel bad you spent so much. I'm going to send up some room service. What's your favorite food?
I would like a hot dog.
You're getting a lobster.
If you're not booking on Expedia, this is your wake-up call. Save big during the Expedia winter sale, like Las Vegas. 4 nights plus air from just $277 per person. Book now at 1-800-EXPEDIA or at Expedia.com. Sale applies to limited properties and select destinations. Savings based on cost of booking hotel and flight separately. Minimum 4-night stay required. Book by February 11th for travel until March 30th. See site for details.
There are natural cures for virtually every disease, including diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, chronic pain, even herpes. I'm Donald Barrett, founder of ITV, and I just bought the book Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About. I was so impressed to learn the natural, inexpensive cures that are being suppressed by drug companies that I bought over 1 million copies of this book, and I'm giving them away. That's right, get your hardcover edition, a $30 value, absolutely free. Just call 1-800-767-5730. That's 1-800-767-5730. And get your free copy of Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About, absolutely free. There are natural cures, and they're being hidden from you. Call 1-800-767-5730.
You could rely on a big corner office to communicate your success, except you can't wear a corner office at a cocktail party. Perhaps driving a luxury automobile could communicate your achievements, but you can't make the deal of your career wearing a fancy European sedan. Of all the symbols that could communicate your accomplishments, triumphs, and successes, one does it perfectly. A watch from Shreve & Company.
The Shreve Watch Boutique offers the world's finest names in watchmaking, including Patek Philippe, Rolex, Jaeger-LeCoultre, Omega, and IWC. Their flawless accuracy, timeless style, and unsurpassed quality make a watch from Shreve a luxurious symbol of your success. Visit the Shreve Watch Boutique today and select a magnificent watch that will communicate your achievements perfectly. Shreve & Company Jewelers, a San Francisco original. Posting branch just off Union Square and in the Stanford Shopping Center, Palo Alto.
KGO News Talk 810.
Bring back the old TV shows. Ron Owens, KGO Radio. The book is Homeland Insecurity. Former FBI agents Kathleen Puckett, Terry Turchie in the studio. Are we insecure? We'll find out. Jim, calling from Santa Rosa, lead us off. Good morning and welcome to KGO.
Yeah, Ron, your guests sound like they have a lot of expertise in security matters, and I'd like to ask both your guests. I'm sure they're familiar with the Jonathan Pollard case. And more recently, the Franklin case, where the Israeli spy network in this nation has been exposed by the FBI, only to be put on ice or just totally neglected by powers beyond the reach or beyond the FBI. I'd like to know their views on the Israeli spy network and why we can't get to the bottom of it.
Is there a spy network to begin with, and take it from there, Terry?
Well, Jim, it's amazing. You hit on a very sensitive topic. In fact, there are, in all of the nations of the world, we probably have 80, 90 countries at any one time conducting espionage or intelligence operations right here in the United States. The FBI is responsible for countering all of those. And I think you hit on a very good point. It doesn't matter whether they're friends or foes. If there are intelligence operations going on targeting American citizens, we need to know about it, and we try to do something about it. The problem with any kind of intelligence operation or any kind of espionage case is eventually, even though it goes through the Justice Department if it's an espionage case, it's going to be affected by politics. It's going to be affected by relationships between countries. And once it goes beyond the trial phase and or maybe even before the trial phase, and starts to be discussed in political circles, sometimes different arrangements are made and cases can be either dropped, dismissed, negotiated away. People can be traded before anything else happens. It's a reality. It's frustrating to FBI agents. But I think the biggest point that I would bring up here in respect to what you said is that friend or foe alike, we are interested in and try to deal with everybody's intelligence operations targeted against Americans.
I have to add, though, that Jonathan Pollard was convicted, and his conviction has been upheld repeatedly, and despite numerous requests from the Israeli government to extradite him and have him, not extradite him, but let him move to Israel, has been consistently refused. So I wouldn't say that was an indication that the system failed. That actually was a good case.
I've got to ask you about the potential, it's still unofficial, appointment of Leon Panetta as head of the CIA. It is